Hi, friends. Welcome to episode 18 of Biting Cats Let's Elden Ring, a comfortable playthrough for intelligence based character builds. Um, if you've never played a From Software game, or you've been curious about Elden Ring, or you've heard about the new DLC coming in June, and you just kind of want to find out what the hype's about, but maybe you've been intimidated by this type of game, this playthrough should help show you a very, again, comfortable way to get through the game. We're going to be focusing on the RPG aspects of play, because those, our build, our gear, our upgrades, that's all going to make it possible for us to get through the story of Elden Ring, even if we're not amazing at action video games. All right. So if you're wondering if Elden Ring is for you, it probably is. Stick around and I'll try to show you how you can be successful in this game, even if this sort of thing just isn't your bag. Okay. So just to pick up where we left off, we're trying to get vigor. That builds our health. We're trying to get that to 40. Trying to get endurance to 20. Intelligence, we want to push it as far as we can go. Ultimately, we need to get it to 80. That's what's driving our damage output. Intelligence and vigor are going to be our most important stats moving forward, at least until we get to New Game Plus, and then things will kind of change a little bit. But we're really getting ahead of ourselves there. Right now, we just want to be successful in the main game, right? Anyway, we're at Volcano Manor. It took a kind of long and arduous journey through some very difficult wilderness to get here, but we are here at last, and we're going to make our way to the lair of the blasphemous serpent. Now, we're probably not going to fight the serpent right now. We've got other things on our mind, but let's get all the way to the door, and then we can kind of take stock and see what we want to do next. Right now, we're in this mysterious secret passageway. It's dark. There's going to be some snails. You can see some there. Wow, I can't believe I didn't kill them. That's okay, though. They died. Alright, so you'll notice there's a stair down. That's the way forward. We're going to do that in a second. But let's come down here first. I should be looking up. You can see all these snails here. The old door and then no door. That's a fake out. People like to make you bang on walls. There's a cookbook. We haven't really been very diligent about collecting cookbooks. There's another summons, the depraved perfumer. Those guys at the shaded castle that were throwing fire, those are depraved perfumers. So you can get one of those, presumably to throw fire around. Anyway, we haven't been great about collecting cookbooks. I'm not a big crafter, mainly because I lack the patience to collect stuff. But there's a lot of advantages and power to be had in crafting. So, don't simply take my word for it. Look in this stuff for yourself. We should also talk, well, let's deal with this guy. This shouldn't take long unless something goes wrong. Oh yeah. I hate those bloodhound guys. Those claws will reach around a shield, and I'm sure they're dex based. So if that's something you want to do, um, that'd be pretty different from the build we've got going here. But if you're just following along, or looking for ideas, maybe that's something that would appeal to you. Site of Grace, just to kind of keep things, this is the Manor. So we've made our way over here, and it's kind of interesting. We're surrounded by stuff. There's the end of the river. There's that weird fort. So we've kind of done this sort of spiral, going up. Anyway, this little church here. We are going to have to talk about, you'll want to think about whether you want to go back around to all the different vendors, merchants, because I've made a point of getting them all on the map. Whether you want to go around and kind of clean up. Some things you definitely want to consider buying would be the pots, cracked pots. Even as somebody who doesn't craft a lot, those are worth a lot in my opinion. We can summon our friend here, and it's a good idea. Crack pots, you might want to go back and buy those. You may also want to buy all the cookbooks. I will probably do something like that. Off camera, all the merchants are on the map at this point, so if I say I'm going to see all the merchants, where I'm going, what I'm doing. These guys are still super dangerous. Don't let them... Can't believe I let my magic wear out. It doesn't matter though. You can tell you've got a good build if your mimic steamrolls everything. We're gonna start doing some range stuff. I think there's a dog somewhere around the corner here. Maybe it'll come out. This is one of these areas that if we do it right, we're only going to do it once. So we might as well take our time, be methodical, and just kill everything. Don't risk anything. Now I might have wanted to redo my flasks. I could see running out of magic, but I think this will be all right. Now, it's all well good that we did this, but there's actually, besides the ones we just killed there's a bunch of these little zombie dudes on the rooftops. So we want to be methodical. Take them all out, because some of them will throw things at you, and we don't want to get ourselves in a situation where we're doing something dangerous and out of the blue something staggers us, right? So again, we want to take our time. I can't lock on them for some reason, but that's an omen killer down there. More as an FYI or anything. He shouldn't pose a threat to us unless we just get really sloppy. That was a waste. These little snake guys are new. The ones with swords really aren't a big deal, but there are some that have like fiery whips, and those guys are pretty bad news. But you want to still be careful because their moves are very chaotic. Um, just gonna do some locking here. So there's a couple guys. It might be stupid to make this jump. Try to make this jump without casting a spell. But honestly, I don't want to waste the buff on my sword. Now, eventually, we're gonna jump down there because there's a rune or something. But I don't think we're ready to do that just yet. None of these are really amazing, but you know, it's not like I can't remember what that thing is. It's probably gonna roll right out of sight. Yep. Whoops. That's all right. Golden Rune 9, that's pretty good. Just kind of checking everything. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for us to drop down on that one right there. So we're gonna have to make our way around. I can even get there from here, so I might not be able to. Okay, yep. There's also some dogs. It's probably not a big deal. Good job, Mimic. There might be some more. Just doing kind of a quick This is a good seal if we were doing faith. Though we're not, as you know. But it is good. When I had a faith character, I wanted to get here quickly so that I could use it sooner. There's our great Omen Cleaver. You can go down some stairs back there and it's probably amazing. Oh hey, yeah, thanks for entering chat. I'll be sure to check that out. This is pure junk in here. This is like, hey, you can have more vigor. Not super exciting. Unfortunately, we're about to say goodbye to our friend. They can't come back here. You can backstab the snakes, believe it or not. There's a ladder. This building is kind of a drag. There's a new kind of enemy here. They're albiniacs, but they're like deranged. They have this like mask on, and I think they grab you and like bite your face or something. They do a lot of damage. They like hold on to you while they're biting you. It's kind of nerve-wracking. It's not the ones in here. I mean, they are, yes, exasperating, but it's this one's kind of hard to hit. Because the way hit detection works with this weapon. There's another one back here. Then we can open this door. That saves us a little time if we have to come back, but hopefully, you know, hopefully that's not... See that guy? That's one of these... Takes 2 hits to kill one with the staff, unfortunately. There's one on the ground. There's another on the ground. There's one that's not on the ground. One of the things we want to do, there's another one that isn't really on the ground. Some of these are like, oh hey, no brain cells. No, man, I've done this a few times, but I thought, I've never really done magic, which everybody says is like easier. So I thought, hey, I'll try to do this magic thing and see how it grabs people. Anyway, I'm guessing we're going to get some aggro. No? I'm surprised. Oh, there he goes. Hey, partner. That leaves 2. There's that one and this one. So that should make things safe for a minute. I really hate those enemies, y'all. They're terrible. They just freak me out. Alright, so that's done. In reality, you could probably just turn around the corner here and not fight those guys at all, but I think this guy getting mad at you would set some things off. You can see a lot of blood here. He's obviously set something off. There's a grace here. I want to activate it, but then we're going to go outside because there's like this snake that can hear you. And since we were fighting, he may come in. Yep. Hey, partner. some, yeah, some explosive great bolts there. It's good for somebody. Not really gonna be our thing. Let's go ahead and rest. We'll update our flasks. And I don't know if I've got the right mix. Eh. There's no night birds or anything here, but out of habit. It's a good habit. You should just wait till morning unless there's something you want to fight, right? Okay. That guy's still there, but he shouldn't care about us. And here we are. This is a great time to use our big yeah. So this magma, I mean, it isn't great. You probably, I mean, you don't want to just hang out in it, but it doesn't tick as fast as you'd think. So if you do find yourself in it, don't panic. You know, just make your way out. Don't start rolling around. You know, just you know, just get out. It's all right. These guys are really annoying. Pick them off, or else run, one or the other. Golden Rune 9. This guy will get up. Yeah, there he goes. Any guys you see, just take them out, because they're going to be annoying for sure. There isn't a whole lot to do here. There are a couple of decent stones that we can pick up. Ironically, you know, the somber stones are supposed to be like the hardest to come by, but honestly, since you only need one to level up at any given time, well, that's a smithing, that's better. It seems like it's a lot harder for us to come by these kind of basic ass smithing stones, right? That guy kind of snuck up on us. It's cool though. Alright, so if we go up here, I think there's the somber I was talking about. That guy is one of the lizards with the fire whip I was talking about, I think. There's a jump we need to make. And I think that's where we want to go. Yep. And there's our somber 6. Now I should have leveled up. Which I know what you're thinking. It's like, that's biting cat, that's not like you. You always level up. Well, yeah, I do. I don't know what came over me. Especially since we have kind of a decision to make here. But let's kill the fire whip snake first. That little shit. That's okay. So it wasn't the fire whip, it's just a regular old whip. So just being honest, there's a there's a magma worm down here, and it's kind of in a tight spot, and you know, you're up against a huge pool of magma, so you can't really go anywhere. Um, but the flip side of that is we have our Twiggy tier, so we won't lose these. We won't lose these runes, right? So let's go ahead and give it a shot. And if we fail, it's not the end of the world. Um, but we're gonna have to go way out, and then probably lure it back here, because we're obviously I'm not fighting it on an island in a bunch of magma, right? I mean, that's crazy. Let's see what happens here. I think you actually have to. There. I think once I jump on. There he is. Hopefully our buddy doesn't. Oh. Yeah. See, it doesn't even have a boss health bar, but it is way over there. Well, we got him, but unfortunately he's right on the. I'm gonna have to use some magic on him. Nice. So that worked out better than I expected, to be perfectly honest. But as you can see from our runes, that was not a very lucrative fight. I think we got like 7,000 out of that, which I mean, to me that's not good enough. Now there are some benefits to that, which mean largely we can get some gear out of it. We're gonna have to do that weird quick step thing though, probably. So be warned, we're on heavy load now. Hopefully we're not gonna encounter any enemies. We'll see. So there's like a little cavey thing there. Let's go over here. So yeah, you remember this tactic from the Forgotten Cave. There's a 7. Those are pretty unusual. That's good. Unfortunately, I can't really remember. I think it's probably okay to drop off there. We'll see. So that's just how we go back. This might just take us right back to. Yeah. So did I miss what's important down there? Was I looking at something really obvious? Or was that really all about getting a 7th stone? And a heart. I mean, I did get a heart. Oh well. That's good enough for me. Um, we're gonna just be generous with our health because this is, we don't have super far to go, and why take chances you don't have to take? This monk over here is kind of bad news, so we're not gonna want to get too cute with him. He's like a fire monk, only he's about the black flame. Now we can just run over here and get our somber 5. I can't remember. I don't think there's anything back here. No. It's kind of an oddly large area. Maybe they meant to put something here and just change their minds. Anyway. We've made it. This is the next boss, who is a Godskin Noble. You've seen me fight one of those before. I used Sleep Pot on him to kind of shut him down, get some criticals on him. We probably don't need to do that because we have our summon this time. At least, I'd rather not waste lilies on something like that. Alright, as you can probably guess, this is one of those cool From Software unlocks that lets you go back. So let's spin those runes first of all. So 888, that means vigor's next. Again, pushing for 40, pushing for 20, and then we're probably going to drive intelligence for a while. Once we get to 55, 55 will technically be at 16, can start using the carrying scepter. Scaling isn't optimal on that until around 70, but it's going to be better than our meteorite staff regardless, so a big step up for us. Just as a fun fact, I've seen many streamers like jump up here and then jump up there and then like get that thing. I'm just not great at that kind of thing, so that's not something I'm going to explore here. But if you find yourself here and want to experiment with that, go wild, man. Go for it. Alright, so one big hassle here is that all of these pews block our magic. Go ahead and pop our flask. And now we're going to summon our friend. He's kind of fast. He's very aggressive. Oh, nice. Got a backstab on him. He's about to do his horrible roll. Oh, well, he finished all up beforehand. So that was pretty painless, See that lift coming down, and we can level up. Endurance. Let's see if that sets us up with some more poise. We're so close. Yes, we have the 51 poise, so that's great. It's going to be a lot harder for enemies to interrupt our attacks now. And as another reminder, just to show you, we'll eventually be jumping down onto there. I want to come around here real quick. Just as a reminder, this is not a completionist walkthrough, okay? It's not even a walkthrough for getting the platinum or 100%. There's a lot of stuff I'm not doing in this game, and the reason for that is this is about, being a comfortable and enjoyable playthrough for people who aren't necessarily super good at action video games. All right, it's not a path to dominating the game. Now this is a good start, but you should be consulting a guide if you want to get everything. There are guides specifically for that. There are playthroughs specifically for that. Some of them really good. This is another good spot for our big area of effect spell. You can run past those things, and it's usually not too bad. But there's some pretty high drops around here, right? And things can get funny on you pretty fast. So if you do have a quick way to take them out, you might as well. There's another thing. There's an Iron Maiden here. Again, not super hard for people at our level with our stats to kill. But do you really want to risk it? There's a whole world of weird platforming and danger over here. if you want it, you should go for it. But that's not really part of a fun, comfortable playthrough, is it? This is the fire whip guy that I was telling you about. He's awful. If we had stuck to sorcery, he would have been probably a night comet kind of enemy. This guy's over here. We're all familiar with that type of enemy at this point. This is a shortcut. It's not really an amazing shortcut. You can go in there. That will take you once again to a whole world of danger and platforming. We're skipping. It's not part of this playthrough. But as you can see, this is right off of the grace. So if you wanted to skip dealing with that maiden, for instance, you could come over here now and just take the lift. Now anything can happen, but ideally that's going to be a non-issue for us. We're going to be able to summon our friend for most of this leg of the journey. These guys, when they explode, do a cloud of poison. So, you know, you want to do range or else roll away if you're not doing range. You don't want to just stand there. There's the maiden. There's actually something over here we could get. It's probably a rune. I can't remember, to be honest. I don't go over there because I've already summoned my buddy, and you lose him if you go down there. Just looking around here. I can't remember. Alright, that seems fine. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna pop my thing just because I can. This is the last fight. Stop it. And summon the serpent for yourself. Again, you know, at this late date, you probably have already settled on your faves and sunk, you know, 100,000 runes and upgrading them. That head, the big puffball head snake. Unfortunately, they didn't drop their staff. They sometimes will drop a staff that does intelligence and faith scaling, and that can be, you know, that can be nice. Again, we talked about New Game Plus. You know what? I can't remember what's here. It's probably more dumb scaling. What am I doing on keys? I mean, really, I should Google this at the wiki and not use my keys. But you know, it's probably some incantation we'll never use. But let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Boy, that was stupid. That's more of that platforming we're never going to do. But let's look down there just so you can get a flavor for it. Yeah. So something you can do is make your way. Look at all that blood, all this blood. That's actually where we were earlier, I think. We're on the other side. But yes, you can make yourself down those cages and get on that thing, and then, you know, make your way to some other stuff. Hey, the Luna Light. I'm doing pretty good. You know, just playing some Elden Ring. Just wasted some keys, unfortunately, but I'm good. How you doing? Right on. Sure thing, no problem. So this right here is where how's it been going? Yeah, it's been going pretty good, you know. Been I guess doing what I set out to do. Haven't really died or failed or anything yet, so that's good. This is where the boss Riker the Blasphemous is, and we are not going to fight him yet because, like I said last night, I want to do this red letter thing, and we can't get to this character yet. So gotta put this on the back burner. But we will come back to deal with Rykard soon. That being said, there's still some stuff to do here in Volcano Manor. Now that we've unlocked this. I did unlock it. Yeah, okay, good. Let's go back. So as promised, I think what we want to do now is go ahead and there's Patches again, although he doesn't, I don't think, have anything we want. We want to go get the rest of the map and fight another, what I've heard a lot of people call seed beasts or ulcerated tree spirits. As a reminder, we are not fighting that guy. Though if you just relish the challenge of it, by all means, stop and fight him. But that's not that's not on the menu for us tonight. There's some hands here. There's some finger. Yeah. Oh shit! I did not mean to jump off my horse. Wow. So let's activate. There's a side of grace up here. I do it Monday through Friday, and supposedly I want to do it at the same time every day. But with the way life stuff's been going on, I'm just kind of getting to it when I can get to it. So like today's one of those days where I just had some time. Hey, thanks. Yeah, that's the idea. Keep hustling. I'm enjoying doing this playthrough regardless. So if people check it out, that's awesome. I'm having fun. So let's see if we can get this map without that hand coming out. Nope, we can't. The hand is just... I really don't want to fight that guy. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. I haven't been doing this long at all, to tell you the truth. I started with Elden Ring when they announced the DLC because I was kind of excited for it, and I thought I want to go back and play some Elden Ring again before the DLC comes out. So not long at all, just this year, past couple months. Yeah. At first it was, I didn't have the right gear, so everything looked and sounded really bad. So it's been a process trying to get all that stuff right. Our channel, what's going on with that? Yeah, sure, that's cool. Definitely. So guys, this thing up here is pretty terrible. Yeah, no problem. I'm pretty sure I always got to double check it. Um, make sure I give you the right thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll type that in. There you go. That's it. So this thing's awful, everybody. It will spew that death stuff, and it's very resilient. And we're going to get into just some, I think, devious, like cheesing. We're going to just kind of fade back and forth. Like hit it and then back off. Because you can see the clouds of stuff there. I mean, alright, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely accept it. You can see how miserable this is. Oh no. Wow, guys. Ooh. That was bad. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I'm surprised I didn't just drop dead. But that's the end of that. Okay, now that we've had that exciting yeah, cool. See you there. Alright, y'all. I hope you haven't I lost your respect the way I handled that enemy, but man, those are so unnerving to me. Like, I hate even looking at them. But now we can head on down the hill. There's a, you know, diseased, ruined Erd tree. As you can see, we can summon. This definitely means trouble is afoot. Let's protect our runes. The main thing about this area is it's so easy to get caught up on the environment. So we soaked that whole thing with our shield. Ah, shit. It's gonna explode. Oh no, it didn't. That's gonna explode. And that's that. Not bad at all, right? Lead and hard tier, that allows us to boost our poise way up. And a cerulean hidden tier, can't remember what that one does. Oh, for as long as it's active, you don't spend any FP. What people like to do is combine that with the Azure Comet, and then that's just this like 10-second mega blast. It is very effective if you've got something that isn't moving around a lot or isn't going to interrupt you for 10 seconds. You'll take it apart. There's an enemy I'll try it on just to show you. In general, I just think it's not, as I've said before, I'm more interested in showing you tactics that can help you stay alive, right? And not necessarily gimmick one-off type situations. That's probably all we can do here for now, I think. I'm just checking out the back of the tree real quick, just to be sure. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. We got our map now. Let's go ahead and go back to the capital rampart, alright? This will be definitely the most dangerous spot we've been at in a while. And unfortunately, we're going to continue to feel, I think, that our staff isn't quite up to the job. As I said yesterday, it's entirely up to you whether or not 999. It's entirely up to you whether you want to start investing in the Academy Glintstone staff, or if you want to wait, like I said, till 60 and just start using the Regal Scepter instead. Stone-wise, as you can see, we can buy these, right? So really it's only starting at 5 where we can't buy them. So we have enough 5s, 6s to get all the way to 18 and then 19, 20. So you can get that staff all the way to 20 if you want. Now it'll clean you out as far as these upper level stones go. That's your call. There's no doubt that if you do all of that, you'll be doing a lot more magic damage than we are with the meteorite staff. I'm using the sword so much right now that it doesn't seem like a big deal to me. Now I reserve the right to say, hey, I don't think this is paying off anymore. I need to switch gears. I need to change my strategy. I need a different staff. But for right now, as long as the sword is kind of the main thing, I'm good. There's that Erd tree, which is, as a reminder, where we're trying to go. I don't know if that guy will get up or not. I think he probably will, like if you walk by him. Same with this one here. So I should have all my stuff. And it's early day. Let's go ahead and go for it. Now this is a legacy dungeon, which means, a lot of the time we're pretty much just pushing to get to the next site of grace. And hoping our resources don't run out before we get there. These enemies are very surprisingly dangerous. My advice is either be very slow and cautious or be very aggressive, but don't kind of just, you know, go half in, half out. You know, I mean, if you let these things set up to blow those ridiculous bubbles, I mean, they hurt a lot. They're serious business. Let's see how far this fire goes. It takes a while for it to get where it's going. Yeah, it comes all the way here. So we're gonna do a bow, great bow on it. All right. Probably do this all with charged shots. Whoops. There's a bunch of pages here. They're the ones that kind of hang out with the perfumers, shoot the exploding bolts, and do the big melee combos. There's one in here, for instance. And he can absorb a guard counter from our +10 legendary weapon, right? So, these guys are pretty tanky. One thing worth noting is that if you're in a hurry, you can actually get down into the city pretty fast. All these rooftops. One of those pages is going to come down those stairs, but they're not actually worth fighting. They're not guarding anything up there. So we're going to send this back up so that we don't have to fight them next time either. There's a perfumer there. I'm sure you can see them, so we don't take chances with those. Cures rot. A couple of these guys on the ground, they're not really, as I've said before, I don't even know if they get up. This is a pretty sketchy confrontation. There's like 3 really dangerous enemies in here. There's like 2 perfumers and a page. Like there's one of them. There's the page, right? So what's the best way to deal with this? That was pretty exciting, wasn't it? All right. There's one perfumer. There's the other over there. What I'd like to do, I think, I don't know whether this will work or not, is backstab this one and then turn around and deal with the other one. Yeah. Good. All right, that's good, right? There's one of these dangerous Golden Order guys out here. The trick is that this guy will get up. So if you go out there and try to deal with him, he's going to jump up, start a fight, blah, blah, blah. So we want to get the backstab. That's not going to kill him. I'm going to try to charge, time our charge hit. Because that guy can do lightning, he can block, he can tank, he can do everything, You do not want to take chances with these guys. This is the same situation. You can see him there. There's a guy on the ground. The idea is that you'll get this guy's attention. What I want to do is get him up. There he goes. Good. So let's try this again. Same thing. Try to time the charged hit. I mean, chances are if he blocks you, you can stagger him eventually. But who knows what the timing like that is like, when it's gonna actually come through for you. I think there's something else we can do. Yeah. While we're here. The musical page. For that we get another 6. Those are still rare, so it's cool. I'm being very extravagant with keeping my sword charged up. Because why not? There's a guy right here. So we'll shut him down. This is the first guy we're not going to be able to backstab and charge. Oh shit, I didn't kill him. Well, at least he didn't do some lightning. You might be wondering, what's next? We're very close to a site of grace, which is probably where we're going to stop. But I can summon right now, right? So, obviously something entertaining is about to happen. I'm going to pop our flask, since we have 40,000 runes on us. Whoa. Wow. That was exciting, wasn't it? Nearly bit it. Lord's Rune. That is so many runes. How excellent. And we're just about ready to level up. So timing couldn't be better. This is a great place to wrap it up because we've made our way down into the city proper. And we can save here. So let's check our stats. It looks like we need like 1,300 runes, if I'm reading that right.
My utmost thanks for bringing me to the base of the Erd Tree. Here, I can govern my own movement, and thus, the accord is fulfilled. I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given. Farewell. I shall leave Torrent, and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, with you, I wish you luck in realizing your ambition. You have fought long and hard. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
And there she goes. We'll see her again. So, vigor at 40, and we're probably gonna stick there for a while we pump intelligence a bit. But it's a nice looking health bar up there, isn't it? 40 is a soft cap, so we start to see diminishing returns for vigor points as far as converting them to health. The real cap basically is 60. There's like 0 point in taking it beyond that, but that's 20 points off, so we'll see how far we can get. Anyway, look at this crazy city, you guys. We've got a lot more to look at, a lot more to see, and a lot more leveling up to do. So we'll come back tomorrow for episode 19 and continue. We'll probably spend the whole time here in the city. Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night.